I'm Raya, and this is Wondering About Wolves. Today, we're looking at the Wolves versus Sheffield United match review.
Yes, a 1-0 win for Wolves at Molineux in the Premier League. So, what's first on the agenda for this one?
Before we get to the agenda, I just want to mention that I predicted the starting 11 exactly right.
Yes, you did. Well done to you. You predicted that team and you was right. And you predicted the formation correctly as well.
Yes.
With the 5 at the back, the 2 centre midfielders. Pedence floating around there in that free role. Yeah, you predicted that. And Adama playing as a striker with Willian Jose. So you got the formation right and the starting 11 right. So well done to you for that.
Now back to the goal that was scored by Willian Jose. His first ever goal for Wolves.
And thankfully, no VAR.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
And with this goal, Sheffield United was actually on the attack. And then Nelson Semedo did a very good block. Then he found Pedence.
Yeah.
Pedence found Ndonka, and then Ndonka passed it to Traoré, where he used his speed to go past the defenders, crossed it into Willian Jose, and Willian Jose tapped it in and got the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, it was a good goal because it's a good transition to play, a good counter-attack, because we're defending at one end, and in a matter of seconds, the ball is in the goal at the other end. Turn the tables. Like you say, Nelson Semedo, great block in the area, and then the presence of mind after the block to pick out a really nice pass to start off a counter-attack. And then before you know it, you get through the gears, boom, 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 boom. Traoré's running away, getting his crossing, and good movement by Willian Jose. He got across the front of the defender. That's what you always try to do. If a cross comes in along the deck at the front post, the attacker's job is to get across the front of the defender, and he did that, and he finished well.
And Traoré actually got an assist as well.
Yeah, another assist. So I think in the last 3 games now, he's got 2 assists and 1 goal. So now his stats are starting to improve.
In good form.
A long time, it's been like no goals, no assists for Traoré, no goals, no assists. But in the last 3 games, we've had a couple of assists and a goal, so good stuff from him.
Next on the agenda is Dylan's Back to the Day. Because Chris Wilder was sacked by Sheffield United, he's making movies with his usual co-star Richard Pryor. Thanks, that Dylan. Next on the agenda,
see no evil, hear no evil. Yeah.
Is the player ratings.
Player ratings, right? Tell us what you've graded the players in.
So Patricio, I gave a 7. He did one good tip over.
That was
the
a
bar.
good save. That
good
was.
Save, yeah. And he came out on a corner as well. And that's always good to see a goalkeeper come out.
Yeah, I like it. That's what I wanted to see from him more in the past. Sometimes I think he's been too rigid to his line, but this season, in fairness to Patricio, he has been coming out catching things more. That's good to see. He did have one little spillage in the second half. He did spill one, but overall, a good performance.
Next is my man of the match, Semedo.
Man of the match again,
Yes, again.
Nelson,
He's been in good form lately, hasn't he?
He's been doing well.
Yeah, I gave him an 8. He was good defensively and attackingly. I thought he was good in both parts.
Both areas of the pitch, he put a cracking pass forward for Traoré late on in the game when, again, we don't make the most of it again. We had some chances on the counter-attack to put the game to bed and we didn't take them. No. And one of them occasions was a beautiful pass by Semedo through to Traoré. And like you say, he was effective defensively and he brought the ball forward really well. So 8 out of 10 for him,
Yeah, next is Bolly. I gave a 7, and he almost scored, didn't he?
That flick, little flick in the first half, and their player jumped up on the line and headed it against his own crossbar. It came out. But Bolly's always good to have back in the team. Yeah. He's steady in Bolly, and he's dominant in the air. He's a big physical presence, and whenever he's not playing, I always feel like we miss him.
Yeah. Next is Cody. I also gave him a 7. He defended well and he actually did some good passes.
Some good passes, So he sprayed some nice balls around, and steady, doing his usual job. He always looks at home in the middle of the back 5 or the 3 centre backs as the sweeper. That just suits him better. He always looks more comfortable there, I think.
Next, Sace, I also gave a 7 as well.
Fair enough.
He was solid and he tackled well.
Some good tackles, always gets stuck in, didn't he, Sace? One little mistake, I think, in the first half when he turned into trouble in his own box. But apart from that, I thought he dealt with the threats of Sheffield United well and stood up to the physical challenges. And like you say, put some good tackles in.
Yep. Next is Nori. I gave him a 7 also. He was a part of a defence that got a clean sheet.
Yeah, I think he's steady, Nori. what I like about him is since Johnny's been re-injured, I think he's been more a steadier player. Before, he was a bit up and down. He just something like good, then he'd be losing the ball, and then someone getting around him. He was a bit all over the place. But he just seems calmer. And he just seems steadier, you know. So that's good. So that's what you want from a defender.
Yeah,
that his primary job.
His
primary job to me is defending. Some people look at wing backs and say, they have got to get forward as well, but you've also got to be steady. You can't have people beating you left, right, and centre down the wing. So to see him steadier, I think is an improvement in his game.
Next is Dendoncker. I gave him a 6. He needed more impact on the game.
I would have liked to see him get in the box more.
Yeah.
Sometimes I was thinking we needed extra numbers in the box. I was looking for Dendoncker to join in and get in the box.
Because he's big as well, isn't he?
And he can get on the end of things, as we've saw in numerous games this season. But I just don't think he offered enough attacking threat today.
No. Next is Martino. Gave him a 6. He needed to create more in the game today, I think.
Yeah, I think we needed that midfield area, including Pedence as well. I'm talking about Pedence coming into the 10 role and Martino and Dendoncker. We needed a bit more creativity there. They needed to make something happen. Often the passing was safe. Safe passing, I'll call it, in terms of backwards, sideways, instead of opening somebody up.
Yeah. Next is Pedence. I gave him a 5. He came off as well.
He did come off.
He was poor and he gave the ball away too many times, I think, today.
Yeah, I don't think he was good today. I know he's got his fan club out there, and some people will say Pedence was good and stuff because they like Pedence. But you had to call it as you see it, and today I don't think he was very good. He gave the ball away an awful lot. If you rewatch the game and watch his contributions moving the ball forward, look how many times he gets to a Sheffield United shirt, or he loses possession, or he gives silly free kicks away. Not a good performance from Pedence today. Hoping for better, because with Neto out now, he needs to step up to the plate and be have more of an influence on the game.
Next is Traore. I gave him a 7. He got an assist, but as we've already said, he did waste the opportunity. Good ball from Semedo.
Yeah, there's a few. I think there was at least 3. Where we was looking at the last 10 minutes of the game, where we got him on the counter-attack in good positions, and his end product weren't there, you know.
No, you need to finish it.
His finish or his final pass or cross weren't there. But he did get an assist, and he did have some good runs, and he's always a threat, so I think a 7 is fair enough.
Next is Jose. He came off. I gave him a 7. He got his first goal, as we've already said, and as usual, he was linking play well.
As usual, And I think Jose has had a positive impact in the team. He was just what we needed. When we bought him, we needed somebody who had the physical presence, a focal point who could hold the ball up. And if you look at our results, since he came in, our results turned. We was on a terrible run. When Jose come, look at the results and the form picked up. Yes, he wasn't scoring. We know he wasn't scoring goals. He looked like he was never going to score. But our form improved because we had somebody to play in and around who we could play off. We could get the ball into him and he could keep it, and we could go from there. It wasn't coming back all the time like a pinball machine. So his presence and bringing him in January has been a success for me because our results definitely improved when he came into the team.
Yeah. Next for subs, Vitina, I gave a 6. He needed more impact in the game as well.
Yeah, some little bits and bobs okay here and there. It was okay. But again, I'd like to have seen more. I just wanted somebody to take the ball by the horns and really dominate and start taking players on and putting some nice balls through. But that don't really come from that area. From Pedence, it don't come. From Vitina, not enough.
That's the area where you need to be creative.
It is, and we needed more in that area today.
Next is Silva, I gave him a 5. He wasn't as good as he has been recently, coming on as sub and the positive presence is
recently he's been really good. Not as good today. He had one effort on target.
Where we had stretch for it.
Lost his footing a bit as he hit it, and one time I think he could have played it through to Traore. Took a heavy touch and lost the ball. So today, not as good as his recent performances.
No. Next on the agenda is the general performance.
Okay.
So for the first half, I gave a 6. We didn't have enough attacking threat. We didn't have as much, threat of goals and chances.
Yeah, apart from that volley flick, when the player headed it off the line, that was about our best chance.
It wasn't adventurous.
No, I was disappointed with us going forward. We looked steady defensively and looked stable as we normally do in that 5. But for the detractors of that system, they'll always talk about, but we don't create enough going forward. Yeah. And that is one of the problems.
Second half, I gave a 7. We scored, and I think we should have punished them on the counter.
We should have punished them, yeah, on the counter-attack. We should have put the game to bed in the last 5 or 10 minutes. We should have at least added another 1 goal to make it look a bit more respectable. The goalkeeper for Sheffield United did make a good save from Sace as well. Remember that one that dropped to Sace and he come out and spread himself and got a good block on that, the goalkeeper. So we only won 1-0, but if we'd have been clinical, on the counter-attack, we could have put the game to bed, and it could have been a bit more of a... Not a thrashing, but you know, maybe a 2-0 would have just looked a bit better than a 1-0.
Overall, I gave it a 7. It was a clean sheet. It was a workmanlike.
Workmanlike, yeah. It wasn't nothing special.
No,
it was just another day at the office. You know, you punch in, you punch out. It was get in there and get the job done.
Yeah.
We weren't great, you know. We weren't, especially going forward. We don't create a lot, and playing in that 5, it is restrictive in how much we create. But on the other side of it, in the 5, it's another clean sheet.
It is.
And like we always say, if you don't concede goals, you don't lose games. So, and you only need to score 1, as we've shown today. Same as at Fulham, you only need 1. If you're keeping the back door shut, you only need 1. 3 points in the bag. What's next on the agenda?
It's the sign-off.
Right, over to you then for the sign-off.
So, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below your thoughts on today's game, and make sure you join us next time for the Wolves versus Burnley match preview. And we're going to show you guys our celebration dances, because we've got 100 subscribers.
Now, you promised, didn't you, last time? You said to everybody, if you get us to 100 subscribers, you and Dylan will do a celebration dance for everybody. And you've done it, and we've recorded it, haven't we?
Yeah, so thanks to everybody that subscribed and everybody that's supporting our channel and watching our videos. Yeah. We really appreciate it. Yeah. And by the way, we've been dancing to a song by Wolfpack Howlers.
The Wolfpack Howlers, yeah.
And they're extremely good. So if you haven't been to see them already, make sure you do, because they're fantastic. They're
really good Wolfpack Howlers. You check them out, yeah.
Yep. So here is our celebrationary dances.